Princess seems to want to be the cruise line for gamblers. While other cruise lines like Celebrity are cutting back on their casino rewards programs, Princess has been very busy trying to make theirs better. Since I posted my guide to Princess's program a year ago, they've made a ton of changes and addressed some, but not all, of the biggest complaints from frequent players. The fog around how many points you need to get for each type of offer has been lifted, and the requirements are now posted in clear terms at the beginning of the cruise. All gamblers were sent a wrap-up email for 2024 that included bonus-free play for many. Top-tier Diamond members received a nice Christmas gift, but the requirements to become a Diamond member remain a mystery. The casinos on Princess's newer ships are still more than 3/4 smoking, but they are adding non-smoking rooms on some ships. In this episode of the Chill Cruiser, I'll walk you through all of the latest changes and what frustrations remain. Hey cruisers, Andrew from Ottawa, Canada here. Welcome to the Chill Cruiser, where I review cruise ships from a chill perspective. Today I'm going to walk you through all the changes Princess has made to its casino rewards program since my last update in September of 2024. While other cruise lines like Celebrity are scaling back their casino programs, Princess has been very busy trying to expand theirs. With all of these changes, they've addressed some, but definitely not all, of the biggest complaints from loyal players. When I first shared my guide to the rewards program, I mentioned 5 areas that were common gripes from frequent players, including the lack of a clearly defined program with tiers and corresponding perks, like free drinks, lack of transparency and consistency about points required to receive offers, smoky casinos, especially on newer ships, poor customer service from their casino reservations team, and poor communication about program changes. Over the last year, they've announced changes that partially address each area, with the most progress in the area of transparency. Although they still don't have a breakdown of tiers and corresponding benefits like other cruise lines, Princess did introduce a new benefit that provides free drinks in the casino to any player who earns 1,500 points. They've also created a tier called Diamond for top players with perks like Princess Plus, airport pickup, and onboard credits for every sailing. Diamond members also received a nice Christmas gift this past December that included a blanket and coffee cups. But Princess won't reveal how you become eligible for Diamond, which brings us to the second area I mentioned around transparency. Up until recently, Princess was also very secretive about how to qualify for free cabin offers, and the approach they used meant that the same level of play on 2 different cruises could result in 2 very different offers, depending on factors like the number of high rollers on the ship. Princess recently did a complete 360 and is now very clear about the level of play required by the second last night of the cruise to get specific onboard offers. They now post the exact number of points required for each offer on screens and posters throughout the casino, and the points required per day seem fairly consistent regardless of the length of the cruise, plus or minus a few hundred points. Based on Facebook posts from players on several recent cruises, you need around 300 points per day for an interior cabin, 1,000 points per day for a balcony, 2,900 points per day for a mini suite with Princess Plus, and 5,000 to 6,000 points per day for a full suite with Princess Plus. You earn 1 point for every $2.50 wagered on slots and every $5 wagered on video poker. If you're thinking of trying out Princess for the first time and have offers from other cruise lines or land-based casinos, Princess has also introduced an offer matching program. You can find out more information on this website. The formula Princess uses for email offers still remains a mystery, but it's clearly very different from the one they use on board. So you could get a balcony offer on board and then get email offers for an interior cabin. But email offers can be more valuable since they can usually be applied towards up to 3 separate bookings. Another frequent complaint about Princess casinos is that they're very smoky. On their newer ships, more than 3/4 of the casino floor allows smoking, and on the newest ship, it's pretty much almost completely smoking, except for the tables. In a sign that Princess is getting the message while also doubling down on its casino program, they've started to convert the enclosed venue next to the casino on Royal Class ships into a non-smoking extension of the casino, which means they're getting rid of the Take 5 jazz bar concept on newer Royal Class ships. They've opened this non-smoking room extension on Enchanted, Discovery, Royal, and Regal, and according to the Princess website, they'll have converted Sky and Majestic by the end of 2025. It's important to note that there is no non-smoking extension planned for Sun Princess, which is one of the smokiest casinos I've experienced in the fleet. But there will be one on its sister ship, Star Princess, when it starts sailing later in 2025. The experience to book casino offers has also been a big issue in the past. You used to only be able to book offers using an outsourced call center that caused a lot of issues and frustration. One booking I made through them in 2023 got canceled twice. Since early 2024, you can book most casino offers through almost any booking channel, including Princess Vacation Planners and online. Princess also onshored the casino reservations team to the US, but issues remain. Last year, I called them to book a British Isles cruise using an onboard offer. Several months later, Princess told me the agent that booked the cruise had made a mistake and threatened to cancel the booking unless I redeemed a better offer that I'd earned on a more recent cruise. So they essentially reneged on my booking. When I tried to get them to honor the original reservation, they ghosted me until I gave up and agreed to use the other offer to keep the booking. Throughout this process, the original offer I tried to use had expired, and it took several months to get them to reissue and honor that offer. Based on this terrible experience, I would recommend only using a trusted travel agent or vacation planner to book your casino offers. Someone who knows what they're doing and who will have your back if things go sideways. I would ask them to provide confirmation that the future cruise credit or FCC code associated with the offer you want to use is applied to the reservation. You can find each offer and its FCC code in the My Princess section of the Princess website. In the Circle Savings account, click on Onboard Credits. You can distinguish which offer is which by matching the book by and sale by dates with the ones in your offer. You can also tell if the offer has been applied to a specific reservation. You won't be surprised to know that communication is also an area that Princess struggles with and where they've made the least progress. Most of the changes I've mentioned were not communicated to players. You had to figure it out for yourself or read about them in a players forum like the Princess Players Club on Facebook, which remains the best place to stay up to date on program changes. Princess did send out a year-end wrap-up email for the first time with a summary of jackpots won and your standing among all players. This is where I found out that I was apparently in the top 1% of players, which was surprising considering how they treated me during that British Isles cruise fiasco. This is definitely not the metric used to determine eligibility for diamond status, since I know players who are only in the top 5% for 2024, but they were still invited to be diamond, which just adds to the confusion and mystery. That wrap-up email did contain a gift of free play for more active players that they said would automatically be added to each player's next booking. I recently disembarked Sky Princess, and I was happy to see that the free play was indeed loaded to my account. So Princess is definitely making progress towards improving its casino rewards program, but they still have a ways to go. But it is worth noting that as demand for cruises is booming, they do seem to be one of the few cruise lines trying to improve their rewards program instead of scaling it back. If you're curious what the casino is like on a particular ship, check out my channel for casino tours of Majestic, Regal, Sky, Enchanted, and Ruby Princess. You can also find my tour of the casino on the new Sun Princess here. Thank you for watching, and happy cruising.